Seekers, guys. This is Tejal Patel, and this is the place to be if you're looking to live consciously, spread love, and create peace and happiness in your life. And today's vlog is on 3 ways that we self-sabotage our own happiness. Everybody is in search of happiness. And at some point, we realize that the external sources, the external people that we look to get our sense of happiness is not the way that we can get true, lasting happiness. At some point, we'll ask ourselves, we want more. And how do we create that happiness? And we take that search within. If we are the source of our happiness, we are also the ones responsible for our unhappiness. And when we recognize the different ways that we sabotage our happiness, we can work past them, shift our perspective, and essentially go with the flow of life so that we can fully experience our life, especially the happy moments. So the first way that we sabotage our happiness is through expectations and control. A lot of us hide behind the labels of I'm a perfectionist or I'm a type A personality. We try to control every situation, every fact, every circumstance, every person in our life so that makes us feel secure, that we have control over our life so nothing unexpected can happen. And that is complete resistance to the natural flow of how life works. Life has a natural undercurrent in your way of experiencing things, evolving. And there are going to be challenges, there are going to be happy moments. And it's how you work through those moments, how your attitude is through those moments, which will define if you can fully be happy during the happy moments in your life. So rather than hiding behind these labels, recognizing that you might be hiding your fear of insecurity or fear of failure or whatever it is, but understanding why you have this defense mechanism of being perfect or having to control everything. Once you let go of that control, start trusting the universe that it is a cooperative component in your success and the flow of your life. And once you surrender to the flow, you'll find that things will just naturally happen. You'll be able to experience life more fully. So the second way that we self-sabotage is understanding that it's easier to have a negative frame of thought than a positive frame of mind. We read so much stuff out there that we need to be positive thinkers. And quite honestly, understanding that it is our default mechanism to go to a negative thought process. It's easier to think of the worst and the doomsday than taking the time, effort to be creative. If it's something that you want in your life, really trying to imagine how it would feel to have that thing in your life. What would your life look like? How would it change? And any change that happens in our life, for good or bad, most of us resist it. We are so set up to feel comfortable in wherever we are rather than taking the leap of faith to change our life, even if the change is for the better. So really evaluate what your relationship is with change. Are you resistant to change? And recognize that if you are resistant to change, it's going to persist. So a lot of times people believe and take the frame of thought that it's less hurtful if I prepare for the worst than really hoping for what I want and then it doesn't happen. So that's a really backwards way of thinking if you think about it. And so many of us do it. We have a negative thought process that I'm going to expect the worst, and we expect something positive to come out of it. We still have that desire of whatever it is we want, but we don't want to hope too much. We don't want to dream too much. We don't want to say and let people know what it is that we really want, because if we fail and it doesn't happen, we have that fear and that stigma that's associated with it. So really understand that you have to put yourself out there to really embrace the good things and the bad things. You really need to start becoming in a better relationship with change and understanding that change is the most constant thing in life. And once you learn to embrace it, life goes so much more smoothly and it's more happy. The third way that we self-sabotage our happiness is with the unrealistic expectations that we have of what a happy life looks like. When we look at someone who looks like they have it all together. They have the home, they have children, they have a great career, they're financially secure. We think they have it all. They're happy. And the thing is that even the most spiritual person goes through challenges in their life. The whole dynamic of life is to have happy moments, have sad moments, have challenging moments. We need to go through those failures, the challenges, the grief in order to grow and evolve. So having a happy life doesn't mean that you consistently have a happy life 24/7 every single day of your life. Even spiritual people get angry, they get upset, they get frustrated. It's just our attitude and how we react to that. It's how peaceful and calm our mind is when we are faced with the different emotions. And one of the things I always say is that happiness is just a fleeting emotion, just like sadness, just like grief. We are the most vulnerable, as Dr. Brené Brown says, when we are happy or when we are experiencing joy. We are so unable to embrace the happiness because the second thought in our mind is, well, this is going to go away, something bad is going to happen. So we don't allow ourselves to fully experience the happy moments in our life. And when it comes to uncomfortable feelings, we put it under the rug. We want to numb it. We don't want to think about it. We repress it. So it's really getting a good balance of enjoying your happy moments, going through the sadness, going through anger, going through frustration, but understanding that the true denominator of all those feelings is having a calm, peaceful mind when you're going through those emotions. So recognize that struggles are always going to be there, failures are always going to be there, challenges are always going to be there. And that is a component of being happy, just embracing each moment, understanding that happy moments don't have to be extraordinarily huge moments. You will have extraordinarily huge moments, but it's the simple moments in your life that we tend to look past, and that's where the happiness lies. And the whole essence of when we learn to go with the flow of life, trust the universe, trust the undercurrent of what the universe is trying to do for our life and our learning and growth, that is when true happiness happens at any moment in your life. And there's this beautiful metaphor that I read. And Chinese and Japanese learn the art of jujitsu through understanding water. And if you think about water, water is a non-hurtful, non-aggressive force of nature. When you watch a river flowing, it goes with the current. There's an underlying current that it goes in that direction. Water doesn't try to fight it and try to go in the opposite direction. It just flows. And when a rock comes in its way, it doesn't try to break through the rock, try to move the rock, try to shift the rock. It finds a way to just go around it, go above it, go underneath it. It just keeps carrying on. There is no competitive or nature of water. It is not trying to get to its destination faster than the next drop of water next to it. It just goes in harmony with all the other drops of water. And that's what we kind of need to embrace in our life, that there is a natural flow to our life. When a leaf falls on water, it doesn't get aggressive or feel that it's being taken advantage of. It just takes it along with the ride. So it's just learning that rather than having a frame of mind that I wish this would happen, or I don't want this to happen, I wish my life was like this, it's just flowing with it. Whatever is present in your life at that moment, just go with it in a non-aggressive, non-judgmental way, and that is the way that we flow into happiness in our life. And one of the things that I really liked was ask sand about non-resistance. Sand is essentially rock that water has worn away. So even water, through its calm, patient, and determination, can slowly wear away the roughness and the strong demeanor of a mountain or a rock and turn it into sand. So that's just the way that we should kind of focus and take our life and try to just go with the flow. And I hope that helped you. And if you are looking to spread consciousness and love, share this with your friends. And remember to share your comments on Asleep the Seeker's website. And until next time, I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day.